Good morning, this is Steve O'Hare, and this morning I'm analysing crude oil. I'm going to look at the WTI crude oil first, then move on to the Brent crude oil. The prices are different. Brent crude oil trades at a premium of around about $3 at the moment to WTI crude oil. So the first chart we're going to look at is the weekly chart. We've talked about this over the last few weeks about these horizontal resistance levels that the market is struggling with at the moment. And we can see, if we look closely on the weekly chart, we've posted a hanging man candle, and that's a negative candle, and shows, and we've had follow through this week, negative follow through, where prices have been under pressure and rejected currently the move above these resistance levels at 65.21 and 66.53. So if we move down towards the daily chart, we can see that we are in a bullish channel moving higher. It's a corrective formation, and this has been going on since we saw the lows last April. We're getting some bearish divergence with the momentum slowing down while prices are moving higher. So there is plenty of room for a correction lower without impacting this bullish channel. If we move closer to the hourly chart, we can pick up some levels that we should be looking at on a daily basis, on the intraday basis. Currently trading around the midpoint of this sideways channel we're in. We're trading at 65.18. On the downside, we've got support, previous swing low, which took place yesterday at 2 o'clock, and that is at 63.83. Below that also, we have a 50% Fibonacci retracement level. That comes in at 63.49. And the real larger support level to watch is 63.07. And above this, we've got resistance at 66.41. And the swing high back from the 8th of March at 67.80. So a bit mid-range at the moment. No real signs of any sort of whether it, bullish or bearish gaining ground. So we look really, I think if we get a break above the 65.55 level today, we should look for a retest at 66.41. On the Brent crude oil, again, very similar story on the longer term charts. Is almost a sort of a parabolic extension higher. This impulsive move shows no real signs of slowing, or did not until last week when we posted a bullish hammer. Again, that's the same sort of candle we're looking to post. I know it's Wednesday, but it's negative price action, and prices have been under pressure this week. So a mild correction wouldn't be a surprise. On the daily chart, again, we can see we broke out this triangle formation, and we've had this impulsive move higher, and we're just going through a correction at the moment. Looking at the intraday levels on the Brent crude oil, we're trading again mid-range of the channel, 68.33, trading around the Ichimoku cloud on an hourly chart. So there is pressure on. In the last hour, we formed a bearish engulfing, or bearish, nearly a bearish outside candle, bearish engulfing. And the support below, we look at around about $67, and below that we see 66.24. Above, the resistance comes in at 69.67, and further to that, 71.04 looks to be the main resistance that we would look for. So again, mid-range, no real bias at the moment. I would look to buy dips or sell rallies around these resistance and support levels. Hope that's helped. Thanks very much for joining me, and see you next week.